everyone. Thanks for joining me. I'm Dr. Steve Salvatore. Now, by the end of the show today, we're all going to be a little bit smarter and feel a whole lot better. Up front, winter chills. You know, soon we're going to try and get through this winter without a sniffle or a cough, but there seems to be a lot of confusion over what really makes us sick.
You've heard them before. Feed a cold, starve a fever. Bundle up or you'll catch a cold. Don't leave the house without a hat. But do these myths miss the mark? Or is there truth to what mom tells you? We're sorting out the fact from fiction so you know exactly what to do to stay healthy this winter.
Well, with me now to help tackle some common winter health myths is Dr. Liz Henry. She's from St. Peter's University Hospital. Dr. Liz, thanks for coming in.
It's great to be here, Dr. Steve.
Now, you know, there are so many myths, right, about the cold. You hear about them all the time. You've heard them. I've heard them.
Many.
You're right, so many. People are just basically so confused about it. So we went out onto the street to get some common myths, some questions. Take a listen. Going to clear this all up.
Can you catch a cold from being outside?
All right, so can you catch a cold just from being outside? It's wintertime, everyone's worried.
It's a common myth, Dr. Steve, but absolutely not. You can't catch a cold from being outside. Now, it's a misnomer because we say the common cold, but actually the common cold is made up of 100 to 200 different types of viruses. So when you're in the cold season, there are often many illnesses and sicknesses you can get, but that's because we're all hunkered down inside.
Right, well, that's the thing. It's not that we're outside, we're inside more because it's so cold.
Yes.
That's why we're closer together, so we spread the sickness. All right, let's get to another question, another myth. Go ahead.
Will going outside with wet hair give you a cold?
Yeah, this one, my mother, when we were kids, you couldn't go out with a wet head, right? Give them the answer.
Right, absolutely. No, that is false. You can go outside with wet hair and not get any more sicker. I know the parents and moms are cringing at this answer, but it is a myth.
Right.
For the same reason that going outside in the cold and catching a cold is a myth.
Right, it doesn't really have anything to do with you being wet or cold. They actually did this study, right? They looked at medical students and got them wet and cold and found that they weren't any sicker than regular people. All right, let's get to the third question.
Is it true that you can't get allergies in the winter?
That's the key. It says it can't get allergies in the winter, so clear that one up.
Yes, you can get many different allergies in the winter. I see a lot of patients who have allergies during the winter due to pet dander, dust mites, that all come out when you turn on the heat and the dust is just circulated throughout the house.
Right, so that one also false. Another myth. Okay, so let's get to the next one.
Can chicken soup cure a common cold?
Oh, I love this question because everyone talks about the miracles of chicken soup. What do you say?
Yes. There are two answers. It's yes and no, because chicken soup cannot cure the cold. So no, it can't cure the cold, but it can make you feel much better. It actually does have some medicinal properties, causing decreased nasal congestion and mucus thinning.
Right, so you feel good when you have it. I like it. It's a little salty, you know, you're a little dehydrated. So it doesn't cure it, but it helps the symptoms. So it's false. Okay, and the last one. Go ahead, here we go.
Will taking vitamin C help me from getting sick?
Well, this is huge because so many studies on vitamin C, but the question is, does it stop you from getting sick? What's your answer?
The answer is no. It doesn't stop you from getting sick. It might help reduce the duration if you've been taking it all along before the illness, but it doesn't help you, unfortunately, from getting sick. I wish it did.
Right. Wouldn't it be great? Because we could all take a lot. Dr. Liz, thanks so much for coming in
It was a
clearing
pleasure.
up all those myths, some really great information. All right, so now